What's up guys, Microgamer here, gonna start off with some Final Fantasy II in this Let's Play. Let's get started. A long-lived peace. Is at an end. Emperor of Polynesia has called forth monsters from the underworld and has begun his campaign for world conquest. The rebel army of rebels in the kingdom of Finn fought the Emperor's forces. But the rebels' castle fell to an all-out assault by the Empire. Little choice, the rebels withdrew from the little town of Altair. Four youths from Finn also found themselves fleeing the Imperial forces. They had lost their parents at the hand of the Empire, but their escape wasn't over. This fight is kind of a story arc. You have to lose to start the first part of the game. Just bringing all the characters back. But we lost one. This one you mainly keep 3 characters. Have one that kind of joins you off and on. They'll change out depending on the part of the story you're in. If you've ever played the first one, you don't have that in the first game more than many of the other ones. You have to learn passwords and kind of use them as ways of opening up topics and conversations and key items. So right now I'm just talking to everyone, trying to get all the information I can, see where I need to go through the rest of the game to get started. This is the Pixel Remastered version, and you can use maps to see where you're going that weren't included in the original. You can also walk faster, which I make use of quite a lot. Have certain formations where each character can be in the front or the back. The back does half damage, but also takes half damage unless you're using spells or a bow. Or the front does full damage and takes full damage. And each character can use any weapon and any armor in this one, but they level up each one by using it in battle to increase their skill level with it, so you don't want to change what type of weapon you're using too often, or else you'll be continuously leveling it up, trying to build the damage you're dealing back out to match where you're at in the game. And this group of wise men, they call them, will be telling you how to do certain things in the game and how certain aspects work. So this is where he's telling you about the categories of weapons. You got one-handed weapons that can be equipped with a shield, or two-handed weapons like bows and spears, I believe. Javelins, they may be called. Your stats also level up depending on what you do, so if you attack in battle, your strength levels up, your HP kind of randomly levels up, or if you take HP, that's what he's saying here. MP and magic go up depending on what type of magic you're using and how much MP you use in battle. And also your spirit and agility just kind of naturally goes up through battles. Accuracy is affected by whichever weapons you have equipped, and skill and shields and armor. This is where he's talking about the weapon skills that I just talked about just a minute ago. Each spell has its own category and skill level, so for instance, if you're using a cure spell, it'll level up, and if you're using fire, it will level up its own skill level. This one's just telling you about black magic versus white magic and what each one kind of does, some of them. These were just talking about passwords and formation. Right here we're just talking, making sure nobody's got any useful information for us to use. Then I'm going to head to the weapon and magic shops and buy a few things that we need to start off. Definitely want the cure tomes that we can heal without having to worry about buying potions. Later on, probably buy some fire, ice, and lightning spells so that we can use those on enemies that are resistant to physical attacks. Right here I'm trying to figure out what weapon I want each character to use. I think I won't go with a sword on Firion and start off with a bow on Maria and an axe on God. I'm just going to keep it that way. As you can see, none of them start with any armor, they're just wearing plain clothes. I'll get them all a helmet. And some gloves. And then a shield for Firion. Or Guy, rather. Now it's time to start battling. I always save a lot. RPG games, anytime you have a chance to lose a lot of time you've spent playing, I always save very often. Start off kind of have really low accuracy, especially with the bow. Bow has one of the worst accuracy ratings of any weapon. And you can see their skills leveled up because of the weapons they're using. You can see in those gauges on the battle end screen what level they're at, how far they are from reaching the next level. Right here, what I'm doing there is actually, you can kind of trick the system into, if you attack your own characters, you can kind of lose HP on purpose to build your HP, since that's how the stat progression works. As you lose the stats or use the skills, they increase. Now and then your magic spells that you use outside of battle also get a increase when you use them outside of battle. That's just kind of a way to help build that HP up, because you see they start really low, and as you go through the game they can start doing a lot of damage really quick. So it's best to have a high HP. That's basically what I'm doing right here at the first of the game. A lot of the first part of the game is spent leveling up, getting ready to actually go on the adventure, kind of like you would do if you were really doing it. And you have to really build yourself up, get stronger, to get ready to take on the enemies that you're facing. So I'm just kind of leveling up, getting where I want to be, where I feel safe going through the game, not have to struggle getting items, losing characters, having to revive them or anything like that. I'm gonna leave the grind. I'm leaving the grinding in this video, but if anybody sees it and thinks they don't want to see the grinding, they just kind of want to see the gameplay, I can cut out the grinding and kind of just make it show just the parts where we're going through the game, going through each area. It's just kind of a first version, get started, kind of new to doing voiceover and making let's plays, so we're gonna just kind of go with that. I've played some of the Final Fantasies, mainly 7, 8, the first Final Fantasy, 10, some of 13, some of 15, and Final Fantasy Tactics, but I actually just bought the whole Pixel Remaster set and was kind of ready to go through them and see, and I figured I would play through them and record them as I go and make videos out of them. I have lots of other games. If there's anything anybody wants to see, I will most likely post a list on the description, and you can kind of pick from what you want to see. If you wrote on it, comment, see what you know, if you see anything you might want to see me play. Hopefully I'll get more, come up with more things to talk about in later videos, and kind of do more like narration and read over the text and maybe do some different voices or something. This one's just kind of a post edit. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I wasn't even sure I was going to do a voiceover. So I was going to kind of stick to the game, maybe add some edits in, but I feel like it'd be better to kind of voice over and do just basic experiences of the game. It seems like what most people do. So. I'm not the best speaker. I have not a lot of experience with audio compression and audio recording, so it may take me a bit to get my voice just right, get my tone right, volume, get all the background noise out, things like that. But hopefully I'll get everything kind of down and people will enjoy what they're watching. But I think I'm going to cut it out here in a minute and end this video here. Probably try to keep them about 20 to 30 minutes. Maybe post one once a week if I can, or I'll post one probably as often as I can. Not sure on a schedule yet, but I have a few I can edit and get going to get started. But don't have a lot of time when outside of my job, so we'll see what I can do. Told you I'd go back and buy those magic spells. Well, I think that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to cut it out here. So leave a like and comment if you can. Subscribe if you want. That's it for me. Peace out, guys.